What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are finally here to talk about my favorite sneaker release from June 2020, which is the Nike Dunk Low University Red St. Johns. So University Red is like the colorway, I call it, and then people were clowning me like, yo, it's St. Johns. I was like, all right, bro, it looks red to me. I'm gonna call it the Dunk Low Red. That's all it is. We had the Brazils in the past, we had the Syracuses, we had the Kentuckys. You can see it's the whole collegiate thing. We had the Viotechs before that. We had the Plums before that. And I'm telling you, ever since the Viotechs release, that's when the Nike Dunk wave just started building and building. And I'm telling you, this is the next wave. Not the Nike SBs, not the Nike SB Dunks, but the Nike Dunks in itself. We're going to go over the how to cop guide, retail resale price predictions, and all that other shenanigans, which we will cover today. But one thing I'll let you guys know, yesterday we did drop the video on the Space Hippie collection, which is like recycled trash that Nike is using to create shoes. That release is pushed back to July. Now, this release is actually confirmed for Friday as of right now, and typically it's Tuesday, so they probably won't change anything at the moment. They typically change it maybe a week or so in advance, but listen, the Space collection was supposed to drop on Thursday. It's Tuesday right now, and they pushed that back to July. So a lot of stuff is tentative. If the Nike Dunk Low does get pushed back, you guys will see it on Nike sneakers. Other than that, though, it's looking like every other retailer already has Raffles up, which we'll cover in this video. We'll have covered the Nike release in itself, where is your best chance at copping, and once again, how good of an investment is the sneaker. And hate to brag to you, but it's probably the greatest investment. Not the greatest, but one of the best investments you could make. And I said that about Syracuses and Kentuckys. A lot of people didn't listen to me. They're like, oh no, they went down to 220. That's it. That's clipped. I'm telling you, these Nike Dunks, this and Air Forces are like the new thing. We have SB Dunks, yes, don't get me wrong. And Nike Dunks have been hyped for quite some time. But I'm telling you, it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Prices just keep on going higher and higher on all of the Nike Dunk releases from this year so far. And also, if you guys don't know, I do run a group, which is basically a Discord group where you guys get early links, Raffle list, monitors, guides, bot support, bot setups, drop list info, all the other info you need to go about getting this, as well as in this video. All the information covered here is in there. That's the premium paid group that will be releasing slots within 2 weeks or so. And if you guys are interested in the free group, send a screenshot to TimeVoidTV Plus on Instagram, but you have to follow us as well in order for me to get to your DMs. And yes, I haven't responded to DMs in a very, very long time, but do not worry, I promise I'll get back to you guys tonight, hopefully, if I don't fall asleep. So let's get right into it with the green screen. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are up on the screen. You guys can see we ended up loading up right up onto the actual listing. Now, today I was fighting a whole entire virus, which is why you guys might see this video a little bit later than I wanted to be. I wanted to be out by 5. Most likely won't be out by then. But without further ado, here you guys can see it is the University Red. So shout out to one dude who commented in my my June 2020 sneaker lineup release calendar. It was like, oh, dude, that's that University Red at St. Johns. Bugging. Look at it's right there in your front of your face. Please do your research beforehand. As you can see, it retails only $100 US, making it one of the most profitable sneakers once again, with a low capital. So if you don't have a lot of money, first off, actually I always talk about capital. You need a lot of capital to invest. You need a lot of capital to cook up multiple pairs, which is facts. Now, you don't need a lot of capital to buy these if you can secure them for retail. Even resale wise, you're basically paying, I expect them to go down to $230, $250 when the online orders do come in. So it's basically like paying retail for a pair of Yeezys. So you could probably afford maybe 2 to 3 pairs on the aftermarket. I'll definitely wait to invest, which we'll talk about at the end of the video, but I'll definitely wait to invest in the sneaker till online orders come in, which will probably be like next week, Saturday, maybe even a week and a half from the release date, which will be what, probably the 22nd or just around there, is where I can see prices really lowering down to a considerable amount to invest in. Once again, you guys can see the six different angles of this sneaker. It's classic, it's OG, and that's why bigger sizes tend to do somewhat better, but they are a lot harder to cop. So that's why I say focus on the smaller sizes, just because the fact you have a better chance at securing a pair. That's what I typically recommend. Personally, myself, though, we have been very fortunate enough to catch some crazy luck on the past Dunk releases. I want to see Nike Sneakers Pass open back up, because, you know, we make it into a blender, knock on wood. Hopefully we will when it does come back in, but, you know, that's time to tell. Now, SKU code on this shoe is CU 1727-100. Before cementing its status as a streetwear icon and skateboarding staple, the Dunk began its journey on the college hardwood. This design made major waves in 1985 when it debuted in a pack of color-coordinated products for collegiate programs. Now, a handful of these treasure team colors are back to commemorate the model's 35th anniversary. This edition blends an upper of neutral white leather with overlays of university red. Grab this slick take on a timeless silhouette. So yeah, once again, it's all about the collegiate colors. Next up, we are expected to have a pine green. I know another leak is we have UNC's coming out. We have a brown colorway coming out. We have the black and white colorway coming out. So pretty much this is the color that everyone wants to see. The white and red color blocking, 2 colors on it with the cream little hint on the tag. Immaculate. You cannot go wrong with this shoe. It's a low top, great for the summer, spring, fall, winter. I would even say I think it's a great shoe regardless all year round. And it's $100 retail. So if you cut for retail, you don't have to feel too guilty when you destroy them up. But yeah, this is the Nike sneakers releasing this Friday on the 12th of June at 10 a.m. Eastern. Now, this will not be a draw. This will be a regular first come, first serve release. Not really first come, first serve, but basically meaning you have 2 minutes to get in as many accounts as you can. 2 minutes is basically the cap at when you basically have no chance. That's when they start picking winners out. It's kind of like a lottery system, essentially, at the end of the day. Now, it's 1 out of, I want to say, probably close to 1 million people will be going for the shoe. So, good luck to you if you're copping for this one. Now, raffle wise, this is your second best chance at copping. I say Nike is your first best chance because that's where they have most stock. Nike always keeps the most stock for themselves. But you also have End, which is another retailer out here. Now, personally, myself, I haven't entered any raffles, and I kind of feel bad about that because a lot of raffles are somewhat already starting to close. So as soon as you see this video, watch through it, check all the raffles that we talk about in here, and continue on looking for more at the end of the day because they are slowly closing more and more. Here you guys can see it is 85 euros. Actually, I want to mention a lot of EU retailers and UK retailers and vice versa. A lot of US retailers are not shipping overseas anymore. That's a rule and regulation that Nike did put in on January 1st of this year. You used to be able to enter raffles across the international waters. I feel like we're talking about like drugs or trade secrets or something, but we're not. We're talking about shoes, and they're not allowed to ship overseas depending on the retailer. Sometimes you can get lucky and catch one that will ship, but most of the time they will end up either canceling the order or straight up give you no shipping rates found for your product, and that's why you do get the error on a lot of Shopify websites. So yeah, enter this if you're overseas. I think you might be able to enter it if you're in the US as well. Another raffle that I actually despise is Naked. I won only them one time, which was the acronym Prestos. Basically, this is a very, very, very easy raffle to just end up botting up. Because, yeah, people be buying raffles if you didn't know. If you guys are new to the game, that's what be going down. This is one of the easiest ones to, even if you do win, it's not guaranteed though. It's first come, first serve out of the pool of winners. That's just how the Naked raffle release does come. I don't talk about them too often, so I decided to throw them into this video. And then we go into Rooted, which is kind of like a little smaller retailer, if I have to say. And I'm pretty sure this is also a retailer that might take your money before, like, when you enter. Like, I know them and Hidden Shop are two of the main retailers that do charge you, take your money, and then they actually drop the pending charge if you do not actually win. So this is one of the other retailers you can go ahead and enter. Not really the best one, though, because I've never won from here. Never. I mean, just because I haven't won doesn't mean they're rigged. But I have won a handful in the past, and this I've never seen. I barely ever see any success from Rooted and them. But a lot of regular retailers are kind of lacking on this release. Like, I haven't seen a lot of US raffles at the moment. We will try to look up some more at the end, but here we got a random one. I will link all these down in the description below that you guys see up here. This is just a random Google form. I don't even know what retailer it is because it doesn't say, but it's in the Discord group. Once again, we have a raffle monitor that just has them. Next, we go into Juice Store. I know if you're in LA, you should have an opportunity to get these via the in-store raffle. Even online, I'm pretty sure you can enter. Nope, you do have to pick up in Hong Kong. A very complicated way to enter. By the way, if you guys didn't see, Claude is coming out with, they're somewhat related, but you know, Claude is coming out with a new bear brick, which your boy's very, very, very excited about. So if anyone has one, you know what to do. Hit my line if you are trying to sell me one, because you know what I'm saying. I'd love to buy one, because I know they're going to fly super well. And actually, if you buy both of them, you end up getting a chance to win, possibly, not win, but buy the clots. So, once again, actually not loaded up on Kith. I just want to check Kith Footwear, because they're also one of the main ones out here. They have still yet to release any details. Now, also, we have this Undefeated. Expect an Undefeated raffle to go live tomorrow on Wednesday. Or even, nonetheless, US release might even get pushed back now that I'm thinking about it. Because, once again, I haven't seen any US retailers really post about it. Let me think about some other main one. Bait typically would have it. I think Bait actually did already announce it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure the raffle is live, though. Yeah, it is pretty much live. So Bait is also a retailer out here overseas. I'm really just looking at their IG story during this video. But yo, it is what it is. So Bait also has raffles for them typically. I know Sneaker Room typically does have it as well. I'm burning my own loop right here, but it is what it is, and they have not posted about either. And once again, a lot of retailers are paying respect and homage to what's going around in the world, and they aren't posting about these shoes at the moment. I think they're going to post like really, really close to the release date, which is once again this Friday. So Nike Dunk Low University Red, where you guys can see right here, is loaded up on CockX. Official retails $100 US, blah, blah, blah. And look at the profit margins on this sneaker. Yo, it is actually absurd. Also, I want to mention SNS raffle did close. I typically talk about SNS because, you know, they have a lot of stock out there as well, along with End. But SNS did end up closing their raffle pretty early, along with the Jordan Hare 6s. Mainly because, once again, they're based overseas. But right now, prices are looking very healthy in terms of lowest ask. Backdoor isn't really wide open on these too often, and you guys can see there's not too many pairs available on the market at the moment. Some people are selling pre-orders, some people aren't, and look at the 11.5. That's my size. Now, if I cop a pair, I'd love to wear one myself. If I cop multiples, I probably would, because I'd probably hold one. If I cop 3, listen, hold one, sell one, rock one. That's the ultimate move I would make. If you cop 2, I would hold one, rock one, and if you cop 1, I would just straight up hold it, because, you know, money in my book comes first at the end of the day, because you know, there's always something new coming out. There's always going to be a new colorway coming out of the Nike Dunks, and although it is red, it is a fire colorway, one of the best color concepts in the game. So nonetheless, I'm looking for the UNC Dunks more at the end of the day. I love the colorway blue. Once again, small sizes are not doing I mean, they're basically all doing the same. Once again, I want to mention in 2020, we have seen a new move that almost all sizes in a certain sneaker do the same, excluding maybe Yeezys, and typically Jordan 1s, like the rare half sizes, do the best along with Yeezys, and then the small base sizes do exceptionally well, and then the small money sizes, 7 to 8.5, and Jordan 1s do exceptionally well. Dunks, once again, do best in bigger sizes because it's an OG sneaker. Most of the time, they do best. Sometimes you'll catch a variation. Like, look at this. Size 8's at $4.19, right? But bid is way lower. You go to a size 12, for example. Bid is, all right, well, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. But say, like, it's basically all the same at the end of the day, but maybe $20 difference. When releases does come out, though, listen, it's Nike sneakers. People are going to take L's. People are going to hit the StockX and go and start buying up pairs. When that happens, prices are going to go to the moon. And if you have a pair and you don't have a lot of capital and you want to move the shoes, sell it at 10:30, 11 o'clock, just around there. And then prices will dip down throughout the day. When online orders come in, prices will drop significantly. I would say most likely, once again, at 240, 250, it would drop right around there. And then gradually, within the next 2 to 3 months, it'll go back up. And I think when school starts up again, hopefully school starts up again, we'll see prices come back up to just around this area, 320, 350. Because look at this. I told everyone, hold this item. To the moon this goes. To the moon this shoe goes. We have the size 12 too. Oh man, look at the chart. Look at the chart. I'm logged out of my account. Oh, and look at this. We got the Syracuse's right here. I personally like the, and look at this, 450. To the moon they go. Unfortunately, man, I only have one pair of these now. Sad guy. I only got one pair for retail, so I can't complain. If you guys remember that, we did Sneakers Pass, picked them both up the same day. That was like the most blessed I've ever gone on a Sneakers Pass in my life. Like $600 profit on one move. Not to glow or anything, but I'm just saying it is possible to hit Sneakers Pass. Don't get me wrong. Lucky, but yeah, it is possible. Now, Goat has it listed up as St. Johns. Buy new. What can you buy new for $330? Yeah, market is looking up a little bit higher on these. 11.5, 12. I might even, if I take another, I'm definitely paying resale. Like, that's just how it's gonna have to be. I typically never like to pay resale. Last time I paid resale on an item, I can't even remember, to be honest with you, on a brand new piece, at least that came out. But this one I definitely will, because I know it's common sense that it's going to go up. And sometimes people don't like to listen, and they'll panic with it, and that's what I'll end up doing. I don't know what size they'll get just yet, but stay tuned to see the live cup, because we will have one this weekend. So I'm going to take you guys off the screen. Basically, you have Nike sneakers, Raffles. You guys will see some link down below, and you guys can try to find yourselves that's like retailers. You got Bait, Kith, Undefeated will go live tomorrow, should be. And yeah, stay tuned for your more local retailers to post. I know Premier Skate should have them as well in Michigan. Typically, the release is Michigan only. And, you know, once again, check out your local boutique. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We speeded through this one because I want to give you guys as much info as possible in a short amount of time. Good luck to you guys this Friday and Saturday. We got a lot of releases this weekend. Hope to see a lot of W's. Peace.